You know what's the worst is when you're getting drunk on a plane, which it's the only way I fly because I get the anxiety. And I'm sitting there and they call for a doctor. And it's funny because this last time it happened, they were like, is there a doctor on the flight? And the guy behind me stood up, even with the seatbelt sign on, and said, ain't no doctors flying Spirit, bro. And I had to put my helmet down because I said, well, this is the only airline I can afford with my loans. And at this point, I've had 3 to 4 of those little scotches mixed with some ice in one of those little plastic cups, which I had to pay $6 a drink for because it's freaking Spirit. And I'm like, please don't call me. Please don't call me. Head down. Like, literally, if you could raise your hand and then do the opposite of it, put it down in your pants, that's what I did. Because I'm like, I don't need this now. The good news is, anytime anyone ever calls for a doctor on a flight, 2 things happen. The first thing is a black woman stands up and says, I'm a doctor, let me help. And they don't believe her. And then she has to sit down again and write about it on Twitter. The second thing that happens is a psychiatrist raises their hand. I'm a doctor. I can help. It's like, bitch, this person has had a syncopal event, which is like one of the number one things that happen. What are you going to do? Ask them about their childhood? Oh, so your mother syncopized a lot, did she? Is that what happened? Really? You're going to step forward, doctor psychiatrist? You're going to help on a plane? But at this point, it happened, and I'm like, yes, that's a doctor. That's a real doctor. That's a real doctor. Don't say anything, Vader. Do not ridicule their care. And of course, she's basically asking this patient, so tell me about your childhood, and the patient's trying to die. And at this point, I can't be quiet because I took an oath not to do harm, even though I killed all those Jedi in the temple, but that's another subject. So now at this point, I have to get up. It's a walk of shame to the back where this 92-year-old guy is sprawled out. There's a little green vomitus. And then, so I'm fumbling. I'm fumbling everywhere with this so-called med kit they have. It's basically like a 17-gauge IV. How do you even where does 17 gauge come from? It's like they made this shit up. And then a stethoscope that looks like it came from Doc McStuffins' tool bag in the toy store. And I'm trying to listen, and the jets are going, whoo! And in the middle of that, they're like, if you'd like to sign up for frequent flyer miles, perhaps you should. I'm like, shut the up. Fred is dying. I need to listen to his death heart. This guy's 92. I don't need to take a history. I'm looking at this. He's a dead man. So I stand up and I say, everybody, I'm a doctor. Fred is going to be just fine. Then I get on the horn to the pilot and I say, this is a dead man here. You do not turn this plane around to Fort Lauderdale, okay? I have the death sentence on 12 systems. That is one of them. I cannot go back there. I need to get to Cancun to meet Ghost Padme for our spring break. We're already at 36,000 feet. That's 36,000 feet closer to heaven. Fred's on his way up. Let him go. Do not turn this plane around. And then I turn to Fred's wife and I say, he's going to live, bitch. And so there I am. I get up. I save the day. I let Fred die. We don't divert the plane. And they're like, Vader, you've done great. Is there anything we can do to repay you? And I'm like, yes. Give me that intercom. Hello, this is your doctor speaking. Fred is not doing well. So I'm going to need everyone on this flight, and I mean everyone, even that little infant in row 3, to sing with me Kansas's Carry On My Wayward Son. As an appropriate tribute. Carry on, my wayward son. Oh, there'll be peace when you are done. Land this plane in Cancun now. Don't divert no more.